Our founder, Marie Benton, she just put a poster up in homeless hostels just saying, Choir with No Name Yet. They decided to drop the yet and call themselves Choir with No Name because that resonated, I think, with a lot of members, that sense of people who've experienced homelessness quite often feel like they're, ignored and they're not seen.
I know what it's like being homeless. I mean, I'd be maybe, just chatting to people in a pub, and they'd ask you, where do you live? And you say, oh, I'm sofa surfing. And the door shuts immediately, he's homeless.
We have an open door policy so anyone can come along. So we never know how many people are coming every week. But we want to make sure that when they do come through that door, they have a good, hearty meal and they aren't leaving feeling hungry or that they haven't had that experience.
Rabbit, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't give the farmer his farm.
The choir is mainly a space for people to come together and to sing. We also provide teas and coffees for everyone when they arrive, and we provide a cooked meal at every rehearsal. And we have gigs, so we perform.
I like the fact that we do gigs. That's what I like about being in this choir. We do a lot of gigs and they're varied. We go to different places. So I get to have a flavor for, different aspects of music and singing.
The most impressive gig we ever did was we were singing with the Glee Club from America, and they were clapping for us.
Get to the girl next door.
The way that we recruit our members is through a number of ways. The most effective way, however, is our members themselves, because they're the best advocates we have of choir, because they can bring friends along or people who they might have met through other services.
I was invited by a good mate and he told me about this place, said, come along, come sing for Choir with No Name. And I thought, okay, that sounds cool, I'll give it a go.
The demand for our services has increased. The people that come in to sing will often talk about how they're really struggling to have food for themselves throughout the week. Quite often, the hot meal that we provide on a Thursday night might be the only hot meal that someone's getting that week. So our bills have increased because our venue cost has increased, because their bills have increased. Our food bills have increased. So we've noticed that actually in the last year, the budget we'd set doesn't cover what we need to buy week on week.
When we saw this fund was available, it felt like a really good fit for us. So we applied, and then and very quickly we got a response, which was fantastic. And of course, letting Jill, our choir manager, know was great news. And then the members love it when they find out that that their choir is something that people believe in enough to sort of support, which is brilliant, and it makes everyone feel great. So we're very grateful.
The Together for London Fund is helping us to be able to provide our meals that we cook every week. So all of the food that goes into cooking for 50 to 60 people every Thursday. And it's also going into helping us run the logistics of making the rehearsals happen. And also to help organise all of that so that our members can come along and have a good time 48 weeks of the year.
Everyone seems to feel at home. You get to make friends, you get to meet people, and there's the food. It's really, really delicious. I forget the songs, but I don't forget the food, so that tells you something.
It can sometimes feel like community is something you just sort of expect to happen in your life, but sometimes that's not always the case. And I think certainly within what we do, we're creating a community for people that maybe haven't had that sense of community in their life. And the belonging factor, I think, matters to everybody in the choir.
I know it sounds a bit corny, but it's really true, People feel like they're in a family, where you feel safe and wanted and well, use that word that's used so often, loved,